Hello once again, and welcome to my comments section on an impromptu, very short, haphazard production. I wanted to clear up this emergency here. Caroline Clark, thank you for your comment. LXX2 is 72, not 122. Genius? Sorry, thanks, Caroline. I was pretty fried by that time, and I glaze over too many things, I suppose, in my humble opinion, but thank you for the correction. I appreciate that. And by the end of a recording, I have no idea of what I was talking about during the recording, but I'm fairly sure that from word to word I was following some chain of ideas. Now, I went into a couple of these links, and Joseph Brandenburg sends in one on mind control, and another one, if you want to go into my comments, this one here showing in the rainbow. When you go into this link, you will see these guys skydiving, and what a rainbow, I'm going to just flip through a bit, what a rainbow looks like, from above. And so there you have a circle in the atmosphere. That's what a rainbow, circles all the way around. And there are a lot of cool, good, different angles. This is boots on the street investigation and camera work, and really cool. I want to put that link in my description because it is very factual. There you go. It's not like you can really fake that one out. So thanks, Joseph, for that. Really appreciate that send in. Now, Ilka Freiman gives me a link, or a couple of links. One of them is to Sylvia Ivanova's channel, and I've always liked the New Earth channel. I haven't brought them up enough.
There is a large amount of historic canals and water bodies all over.
And now here we have Sylvia Ivanova talking about the channels of Greece. Here we have Sylvia Ivanova talking about the ancient Florida canals and ports of a mysterious civilization. And I have not seen this video. Thank you, Ilka, for sending it in. And I am subscribed. And let's see, when was this? Yeah, great. Thank you guys for showing me and sending these in. I'm going to go ahead and go through all of this, but I really like the screenshot I just had. Now I lost it. But yeah, Sylvia Ivanova really goes through tremendously detailed information, and the way that she puts her information in relation to quackademia and the penguins and
Submerged would be related to the Mesoamerican cultures based on geography, but also to the Phoenician and or Egyptian peoples based on the description of the ships, ethnicity, and their writing. And
okay, so she really goes through a lot more detailed information. Her research is fantastic. To realize I'm one man who stops in for a few minutes and puts together a creation off the top of my head, as opposed to somebody who calculates and does a tremendous amount of digging into the aspects and the way that she goes into this historical narrative and versus the penguins. She is. So, I want to thank once again Ilka Freiman for this video. I will put the links in my description of these particular videos. Just a quick note, interjection of the academia link that was sent in. I can get this information about the canals if I want to pay $100 a year. Just enter my credit card, and we can go ahead and get that canal information as according to. See, I was going to download the information. I'm backing out here as I'm speaking to show this is the information that I wanted to pick up on the Ancient Canal Builders Overview. And so it's basically a sales site. You can get this information if you buy it, and that's this one here. More quackademic information. So I would not suggest that particular link, but the Sylvia Ivanova, yes. And so I wanted to show you those couple of details. Logan gives a mention of Manly P. Hall. If you've ever seen Manly P. Hall's lectures, the man is quite intense. And now I was going to go into Manly P. Hall's, and I noticed right here 3 hours ago, Static put out a Russian Tartarian, a Tartarian iPhone found in Russia's sunken Atlantis. And so I haven't seen it. 3 hours ago, he's already got 1,000 views. And it looks very, very curious.
What's up, YouTube? Static in the Attic. I wanted to share this discovery up in Siberia, modern-day Tartaria, with you guys. And also, I just heard that Martin over at Flat Earth British got his channel shut down. Evidently, he got hacked or something, and he's having problems getting it back up. I am going to put the link to YouTube support in the description box if anybody would like to write a nice little letter to the overlords and ask them kindly if Martin can please have his channel back. That would be great. I know exactly how hard and how much work goes into making a YouTube channel, so I feel for you, Martin. If you're listening, if you have a backup channel that you would like me to tell everybody about, I'd be more than happy to. Just shoot me a message on here or at staticintheattic1984@gmail.com.
Okay, there we go. I mirrored some of this, and I had to. I was going to just, make a brief mention, but I haven't even seen this. But I am always curious to check out Static's work and pass on curious or important information. I agree with Static and with the Martin Liedtke detail, and that he was hacked. He should be on. I've never seen him get racist or bigoted or push any sort of hate. Martin Liedtke has always put out some cool stuff, in my opinion. So all right, didn't realize this was going to be a part of it. Wanted to share some of the curious and cool information, and I will be back with a full survey in my upcoming next video. I have some links in here. I am cutting this particular video short, just have to today. But I want to go through all of these comments and make mention of, of pertinent details. And so I appreciate all of your comments. Thank you for the new subscribers. Greatly appreciated there. Good to see you back again, Jane Doe. And she always has curious and interesting comments. I need to go through these links. And as usual, I get caught up in comments. I had to pop into Jane Doe's information about Asguardia and noticed it is a subscriber of mine, Linda Perez, who I've mentioned in the past, and so immediately liked it. Well, she is an astute individual, and she's showing information on Asgardia, or an Asgardian, and aka Asgardian human, and a species of sapient hominids slightly smarter than common humans. They can be distinguished for their very long lifespan. Their average lifespan is usually about 2,000 years, and their knowledge of magical life technologies. And so they're usually peaceful and gentle toward any sapient species of beings, except vampires, due to the bloody conflicts with them. And so I thought this was interesting. I want to get through it and go through it. I don't, as I mentioned, like to mirror, but I do like to show information that people are conveying. And with the latest movie push, what is it, with Brad Pitt, and how the similarities in space travel versus the themes in the movies and symbology that's being used. I believe all of this has so much to do with. And of course, you know me, I couldn't stop without further research to some degree, and came up with a chain reaction from Jane's video. As you can see here, this is talking about the Asguardia project by a Russian billionaire, putting all of this stuff out beyond, and into an area that we can't go, in my opinion. But here, let's hear some of this. Here, let's hear
Let's
hear a little bit of this.
And this is all being financed by a Russian billionaire who plans to save humanity by putting us in space. So what does he know, or what does he believe that's going to happen? So this is the Asguardia project. The name is rooted in the Norse legend of Asgard, and roughly translated as Garden of the Gods. And so it's definitely an interesting concept. It's going to be an 80% male population. And, anybody want to be an Asgardian? And maybe you could volunteer. So very interesting concept here. And this is the gentleman behind the project. And he's the first head of the nation of Asgardia, Russian scientist and businessman Igor Asherbey. So interesting thing going on there. And they've already launched a satellite into low Earth orbit. And here we see NASA astronaut Michael Collins drops major alien confession. When asked if there is life outside Earth, he simply said yes. And so...
yeah, it doesn't push the agendas that... if you're familiar with the agendas. If you're not, you're probably, possibly slightly offended. And I apologize if any of this gets your goat. But in the meantime, check out the links I've provided in today's video. As usual, appreciate all of your comments and information that I can pass on and share, and occasionally callously share, and I will pay the price of my karma, but I do believe that these are important things for us to look at. So thanks for playing in this short particular video today. I'll probably end up at about 10 minutes total. And I will always get back into the comments and look at the ones that I have missed, because I do like to hear what you have to say. I am interested and care. And so I'm going to need to end this one off where I started, just showing the fundamentals of curiosity that are being sent to me through my subscribers. So thank you. And as you can hear, I will be needing to sign off, or you will be listening to a lawnmower run. Okay, gang, thanks for playing. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I've got a lot of curious surveys I'm investigating right now. Thanks for playing.